more things that matter, said Martin Luther King Jr. 2G corruption case, coal block allocation, separate jail for prisoners, CNG student Delhi, pollution control over river cages. We all have heard them sometime or the other. There is something common to all these cases. Yes, it's the role of the judiciary in all these cases through a tool called public interest litigation that makes these cases unique. Respected principal, service officers, members of the faculty, and dear friends. Today, I, Dhruv from Sainik School, Korukonda, request you to come out of the monotony of the daily schedule, relax and pay attention for the next 5 minutes, because these 5 minutes will change your minds and hence the future of our nation. Over the last couple of decades, the Indian judiciary has taken up a much needed active role in the policies of the nation. Rather than being silent spectators to the policies or passive onlookers to lack thereof, the judiciary has rightly protected the citizens through judicial activism. Before I proceed further, let me connect you to this word judicial activism. The concept of judicial activism is another name for innovative interpretation of rules of governance. Judicial activism implies laying down priorities, programs and policies and to execute them when they are not obligatory and are entirely at the discretion of the legislature, executive or other authorities. In other words, activeness on the part of the members of the judiciary can be termed as judicial activism. Judicial activism gained significance in our society in the last few years. A few areas in which judicial activism has gained significance are child labor, healthcare, political corruption, environment, etc. Through various cases related to Bihar and the trials, Punjab Police, Bombay payment dwellers and Bihar care home cases, the judiciary has shown its firm commitment to prevent any state arbitrary action. Incidentally, the judiciary has also shared its pro-status quo approach and taken upon itself the duty to enforce the fundamental rights of the poor and vulnerable sections of the society through positive action and innovative interpretation. You may call judicial activism with a negative connotation. Nevertheless, judicial activism is good for the people, good for the system, and good for the country. Once there was a wise man who said, "A stitch in time saves time." And when there are hundreds and hundreds of cases piling up each day, I don't think 365 days would be enough to solve even half of them. But now, when we have judicial activism at stake, I don't understand why my worthy opponents are opposing it. In the last couple of decades, the judiciary had directed the center to look into drought management issues, considering the precarious condition of farmers in drought in Maharashtra and some other places, with even farmers' suicides on riots. In another case, the judiciary trials with the Chief Justice. This power was appropriated with the Chief Justice and a collegium of 4 judges. Incidentally, no constitution of the world is the power to select and appoint judges conferred on the judges themselves. Judicial activism came into play due to the failure of the legislature and executive to act, or when there was a doubt that the legislature or executive have failed to deliver the required goods. It also came into play when the entire system was plagued with ineffectiveness and inactiveness. In a few cases, the violation of human rights have led to judicial activism. Finally, with the misuse and abuse of the constitutional provisions, judicial activism has gained significance. For a country riddled with power, poverty and pelf, the legislature and executive in the nucleus of it, it is imperative for the judiciary, an authoritative, unbiased, independent body, to guarantee human rights to the citizens. Judicial activism, therefore, is an essential tool for the progress of our nation and cannot be constructed as a hindrance as brought out by some of my friends. Before I conclude, I reiterate saying that judicial activism, keeping in mind the policies of our nation, is an essential tool that ensures unheard voices are not buried by influential voices. With this, hoping that you would stand by my side, I would like to sign off. Thank you, Jai Hind!